Y'all, let me tell you, this morning, it is, I ain't 6:40. And I got up and I looked at a few things that didn't have nothing to do with the business at hand. Business at hand is working out. And this is what I got in so far this morning. I know y'all can see that. 4,222 steps. And I just did this workout. It's actually it's actually kind of a little strange. Somebody just sent me a message. Anyway, because I told y'all I don't discriminate. And it's a workout video that I found. I don't understand one word these people are saying, but I'm gonna tell y'all, I think even exercise is just as universal as music. Because for some reason I don't know if these people are Korean or Taiwanese, something like that. But I cannot no, I don't know what her cues are, but I understand when the cue change is coming. And at first, see this workout, it just kind of sneaks up on you, and you think this ain't doing nothing. Cause the first time I did it, I said, well, just be fair and go ahead on and do the thing, and just see what you think about it. You ain't got to do it no more. Even the girl is one, she's up front, and I keep my eye. She's the person, you know how you get videos and you just kind of hone in on one person? Well, she's my person, and she's right up front, so you really can't miss her. But I found if I look at the people behind her, then I'll get off. Y'all, this is like the third time I've done this video, and last time I did it was in the summertime. And like spring, honestly. And I forgot. I started sweating. I'm sweaty, right? Well, you can see this ain't oil, although my face is very oily. This is not this. Yeah, it's for real. You think you're not doing it because at first they doing this, but it's a lot of ab work, and it's a lot of side work, like oblique work and stuff like that. And then you got your foot stuff going in there too. And it's 27 minutes. So when I did the entire 27 minutes, the only thing they do on that video that I just cannot do is right now, and I didn't have my girdle on, what is them jumping jacks. Look, if you thin, you don't have an idea what I'm talking about. And I said this before, and I will say it again. If you are not thin, just like when them people used to do them jumping jacks on The Biggest Loser, I'm like, you need to have that meat bound up, because when you go up and then it goes up and then you come down, it's like a 3-second delay. And when it hits you, it's like that, and you can't do nothing but feel it because it's on you. And that ain't no good feeling, because you just feel like it's a shearing wind force that I'm not getting ready to get off into how that feels like. And I'm not telling, just take my word for it. And if you got some meat on you, you ain't got to take my word for it. You know what I'm talking about. Even though you ain't talking about it, you know what I'm talking about. So, y'all, probably about 3/4 of the way, I see my girl, and she just kind of, and I thought that was a move we was doing. And because it's been a while since I looked at the video, so when she went like this, I'm like, oh, okay. And all I could think about was that, whatever that movie is where John Travolta went like this. I didn't look at that movie, but Pierre did. It's just, but that might have been, yeah, it was him and Uma Thurman went like this. And I thought that's what we was doing, was like doing a move like this. But she was wiping sweat. And I was like, okay, if little one is wiping sweat, then I'm justified in what I'm doing. And so, but I got off key watching her, because I'm thinking this is a move. And then in my mind, I'm like, oh, that kind of don't go together, but I'm going to do it anyway. Then I realized she was wiping sweat off. Okay, so if we move on, and like I said, the only thing in that whole video that I just refused to take part in is them jumping jacks. But I have learned, I know how to do modified jumping jacks, so I kept the pace. I just wasn't doing all that lift off. When I got through with that, then I had some extra And I was it was 27 minutes, and I was like, nah, I got to get my full 30. What y'all trying to pull here? Because they, even their not warm up, cool down is different, because it's a stretch, but it's kind of a little bit more fast paced. You know, we get our zenny fied and stuff when we cooling down, and they doing it, but they still moving. I mean, it's almost like you start doing, why am I acting like the scarecrow? It's kind of like it gets like zenish, but in a fast way. Tai Chi-ish. You not, you know, like, no, you, and breathing. I mean, it's dynamic movement is what I'm saying, but it's controlled. So after I got through with that, I was like, oh no, I'm short. I got to hit the 30. So I had to put on Happy. That's my song. And I told y'all before, I had got pretty low. And yes, I have my days where I am low. The difference is I don't stay in it and I don't dwell on it. It's some things that's just not going to change. It's things that are not going to go away. And those things, especially, you know, good stuff. The bad stuff, the fact that I'm here right now in this moment means that the bad stuff has passed. The stuff that I'm talking about, my bad stuff. And so, and I, you know, just because of the course of life, you know, something else may come. You know, it probably will. It's going to. But for right now, that, what I was negative is gone. And so for me, it doesn't mean that I don't have a memory of it, but I had a really, really low point. It wasn't, nobody couldn't do anything for me. I was just in my inside, I was hurt. I was hurt. And, you know, it take a mama to recognize it. And y'all, I'm sorry. This morning, I'm going real Brutus style. Okay? This is not cute. Just turn your head. Yeah, I'm chugging right at the jug. Because when it get empty, that's the end of that. But I'm sorry I had time to put it in all this and all that. Straight up. So, my mother, she just said, I just want you to sit down and listen to the song. And I told y'all this before, but it's just significant to me. So I'm sharing it. And anyway, I sat down. She said, just listen to it as many times as you need to. And then I'm going to call you back, you know, in a couple of hours. And at first I was like, oh, I don't want to listen to, I just, you know, and that's how the enemy do. He wants you to stay inside the triangle. And then, I mean, like, people be talking about, think outside the box. Well, the enemy wants you to stay inside the triangle. And to me, the triangle represents my will, what I want to do. My emotions, how I'm feeling. I'm feeling some kind of way. Or my perceptions, what I think that you thinking about me, that's making me feel like, ooh. Okay. So, after I listened to the song about one time, I was like, oh yeah, happy. And then I listened to it again. And I just started really just thinking about that I really have more stuff to be happy about. And the things that I have not been happy about have passed. And I know that because they passed, I have experience with how to get out of that. And so there's no reason for me to dwell in it. There's no reason for me to ruminate about it. I mean, and I believe that rumination and thinking about the past and the negative past is what really causes a bunch of these things that I see in people and sometimes even in myself, you know. And so this morning, after I got through with the workout, I listened to that song. And I have, what y'all heard was just a look. I got another song by this lady named Dido. And if you listen to the song, it's called Thank You. And when you listen to it, it's just like, I mean, she talking about she talking about she tied one on and all this stuff. She didn't say it like that, but I'm just saying. But it kind of represents, when I hear that song, places that I have been, you know, at some point in my life. And that I have gotten out of that stuff. And then I have been able to move forward and do things, not on my own will, you know, at all. I mean, it's through trust in God. And so when I hear that song, I don't know what other people hear, but I always hear myself telling God, I just want to thank you for giving me the best days of my life. And no matter what goes on around me, I ain't got to be concerned about that because you here with me. And she's probably singing to some dude, but I'm singing. I mean, when I'm singing and hearing that song, I'm just like, I just go there. And then Miss Butterfly Kisses sent me this song, and it's on my playlist too. And it's called "What Have You Done? What Have You Done to Make Yourself Feel Good?" It's the theme from The Biggest Loser, but the song is really really good. And then I didn't make it to Heather Hadley. Uh, Gotta Be Bold. I think that's her name. And when I play that song, all I think about, I get in work mode at that point. And that's toward the end of my playlist because usually when I get through working out, I got to get myself together so I can get out here and do what I got to do. And it just puts me in work mode. And the reason why that song does that is because I was at a it was like a learning seminar slash I just said learning seminar and I'll leave it at that. And that was like the theme song, like that was the pump up song every morning, and pretty much all through the day and stuff because it was just a long session and it was like 2-3 days long. And I mean, by the third day, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I got to be bold, I got to be strong, and I got to be wiser, but I need to get home. That's how we got at third day. So the song kind of, it was a while there where I couldn't listen to that song, but I listened to it, and like I said, I ain't in that environment anymore. I got a whole nother set of circumstances going on here, but it's just something about that song that makes me just get laser focused and start working on getting myself together for the day at hand and just seeing what's in front of me and how I'm gonna pop it. And so and I have one other song, Diane Reeves, Today Will Be a Good Day. That song right there, that's kind of like almost my anthem. If the day starts out puny and putrid, today gonna be a good day. And I mean, and you have to get over into that mindset and get outside the triangle. Again, I say your will, your emotions, and your perceptions. How I'm perceiving a situation. Because a lot of times the way we think people think about us, it ain't that big of a deal. It's really not. And so, y'all, I got my part of my workout in. I ain't got all my workout in because I've been pulled into the fray yet again, a good way. I got invited to a challenge, and I need to check and see how I'm doing. This Fitbit thing, it can't talk, and it ain't got no emotions or nothing, but it sure do make you show out. You just kind of, whatever. But it's still me doing it. So you don't have to have no Fitbit to get yourself in gear. Just get yourself in gear. Move your meat. Waddle, do whatever you gotta do because the waddle will soon turn into a wiggle, and then the wiggle gonna turn into the get down. Y'all, for real though, for real. So that's all I got. I'm finna hush my mouth. I got to get in here and get this salt off me. I got to drink me at least 1.5 glasses of hibiscus tea. I'm going to down the rest of this water and finish and start a new one. And y'all just have a good day. Have a good day. All right. Toodles.